Hi Earth signs, this is Serena from Sun Moon Tarot 222. I am being nudged to come on and finish out the zodiac readings, so I will be doing Earth signs right now, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I just want to make one quick announcement. Well, I first want to just say thank you as always. I recently started my channel. Thank you so much if you've subscribed, liked, commented. All comments are welcome as long as you're not a jerk. I'm a person who's extremely open to feedback, and I want to make my messages as clear and succinct and helpful as possible. I don't, if you leave a low vibrational comment, then I'll just delete it. But nobody's really done that. I'm not really necessarily afraid of that, but I hear that this can be kind of a difficult YouTube, a difficult form to work with sometimes from other readers. So I don't know, I'm just looking forward to whatever comes out of this journey, and I'm just so happy to be here. And another announcement is I'm doing private readings for $11.11 per question, so just multiply the number of questions by 1111. First email me, first pay at the PayPal link provided in the description, and then email me your questions, and I will get your reading back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So while I'm still taking new clients, that turnaround is pretty quick and that deal is pretty good. So jump on it, because that will change eventually. And let's get started. So Earth sign, twin flames. We're going to start with Taurus. So Spirit, what messages? What's the overall message for Taurus twin flames? So what's the energy that's really connecting Taurus and their counterpart? So we have two cards that flew out. We have Death and Transformation, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I'm just going to take both of these cards. So right away we have Death and Transformation. We have Eight of Pentacles, which is really working hard in the material world. It just seems like right away that you and your counterpart, or either one of you, could be a Scorpio here, and we also have your energy here with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pentacles. It could be that while you're letting something really just end, or a way that you are dealing with this transformation is to stay really focused in your work, and that is something that's very characteristic of Earth signs, is that you're extremely focused. You really thrive in the material world, and really find self-worth and value in what you can offer the workplace, and really the word stability is coming to my mind. So it is extremely important for you to be stable, to have stability in a material sense, and that could be in a conventional job setting, or even in relationships. So something might be really transforming for you, which is kind of causing some upheaval, and that's calling you to really even focus even more on your pentacles, and perhaps building your wealth. And there's so much I can say without really clarifying, but that's the initial messages. So what is how can we clarify this Death card and Eight of Pentacles Spirit for Taurus twin flames? Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, like I said, and we have some very strong water energy here. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio with this 10 of Cups. So that's really beautiful coming out. We have the Hierophant, And then we have one more spirit, one more card, and we have beautiful air energy. We have Aquarius energy with the star card. So, okay, so whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, you feel extremely fulfilled by emotionally. This type of feeling could be very expansive for you spiritually and emotionally. It could really be propelling you to want to improve yourself, really delve into spirituality and learn about what this connection means for you in particular. This is also higher education. You really could be wanting to go after your dreams and perhaps go back to school and start studying. This is also the marriage card for me. So there's something here about just feeling a very strong, you're really feeling this very strong spiritual connection, and that's causing perhaps an ending of a cycle, and so you can begin again. And then we have the star card here, which is like Aquarius, as I stated before. And also the star for me is really a card of hope and manifestation and wishing upon a star and really finding this beauty and this just beautiful, pure sense of endless potential. Like something like this connection is in the stars. It's your 10 of Cups. It's what you ultimately want, but there's something about it that perhaps is a bit unknown to you, or something that you're not totally comfortable in just diving into, but you're really taking the leap in that sense, and like really diving in to learn about what this deep spiritual connection means for you. You still have the 8 of Pentacles here, so you're still you're still kind of falling back on, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, Taurus. That the way that you're coping with all of this is by focusing on work still. This could also mean here that you are willing to do whatever it takes. You're willing to work hard at this. It's like, okay, this means so much to me that it's like, what do I have to do? What do I have to learn? And how do I have to now start thinking and believing? I find the star to be a very optimistic card, so it's like this person makes me want everything that, it's like this person is the person of your dreams, and so you're just really wanting to dive in very optimistically about and learn about this connection and really go towards it and hold it in a very high regard. So what are some mystic... Let's clarify the 10 of Cups and the Mystic Moon Oracle Spirit. Exactly. Wow. So we have big dreams, clarifying the 10 of Cups. So you're going through a death and transformation right now. Wow, we have more water energy too, with just this whale being just deeply submerged. There's something about this connection that is so deep for you. It's so deep. And also it's the moon, it's the unknown. You're maybe not completely sure about why you love this person so damn much, and why you see everything with this person. You're just so deeply, deeply in love with them, and you have the dreams that you're having about, you could be really dreaming about this person, but the dreams that you're having are at such a deep level. I always, with this big dreams card, it's the subconscious, so I always get like a feeling in my belly that like this like awareness in your belly that this connection is so real that it's just so real and so deep and so ingrained deep down inside that it's almost like it's too good to be true. You're like, how could I feel so strongly about this person? Why does this person make me feel like this? I just have to work. Like, I can't think about this right now. I have to go and work. I just have to let things go and transform. I don't know what to make of this. But we have the Hierophant. So clarify the Hierophant, please, Spirit. We have the material world. There could be something really that you're trying to understand in a material sense. Maybe this is really going back to school, or maybe this is really wanting to bring all of this like depth, and like you want to do something with this emotion. You want to make something happen in the material world, or they want to. It's not just you dreaming about it. You want to actually bring this to life here. So why is the Star card here? Wow, beautiful. So here we have return. So either you're really thinking about returning to your partner, your partner's really thinking about returning to you, or both, because this is shared energy here. So whatever is happening, there's some very, very deep feelings. You could be, as an earth sign, really being like, you know what, this is not real until it's in the material world, until I can really make this happen, and like I really want to learn about it and stay positive so we can come back together. So this is really, really beautiful. I'm seeing like union energy and really not seeing a lot of blocks here. One subtle message that came out is that perhaps what might be a block is a marriage or something happening in the material sense, where this strong spiritual emotional connection is staying at the subconscious. But then we have this very optimistic star card saying, like, clarified by return, like, you know, there's just this pull back to you. There's this pull back to each other. But for now, you're kind of coping with just staying focused on your work. But so much is happening in your subconscious. So much is happening on such a deep level. It could be really happening in the 5D. But no doubt about it, you really, really, really love each other. So what are some messages that your divine partner has for you? So Spirit, what are messages for Taurus from their divine partner? We have, I'm not the same person that you remember. Okay, so both of you are going through a transformation, and how you both have realized the depth of this connection, and you're no longer wanting to, you no longer think of it as just some like, oh, just this person I fell in love with, I got caught up in my feelings. Perhaps that's what you thought when you first met, but something happened. Perhaps you're in separation now. Of course you're in separation now because we have return here, and we have death, which, you know, is indicating something is dying, something's in the process of dying, or something has died and now it's transforming. So what's another message? Spirit? My heart is telling me just do it. Beautiful. And one more message, Spirit. Your beauty still moves me. Wow. So this person has changed. Both of you have changed since meeting and since realizing the depth of this connection. And my heart is telling me just do it. The depth of this connection is just saying, is nudging both of you or one of you to just jump, to just make it happen, to just come back. And they think that an absolutely beautiful being. When they look at you, oh, I feel like crying right now. When they look at you, Taurus, they perhaps don't even understand, what exactly it is. Like, of course, we're all beautiful, but like you're the way that if it's your twin, you know what I'm talking about. You just look at them and you're like, damn, you look so good. And like, it's not even just your look, it's just like everything about them, every inch of their being is just beautiful to you. So I'm really feeling like this depth of emotion that you have for each other in this reading, and this is so beautiful. Congratulations. Tell me if this resonates for you, Taurus. Really, really hope it does. Okay. Next we have Virgo. So Spirit, what is the overall, just one card, overall connective energy between Virgo and their twin flame? So we have the Seven of Wands. I'm not being led to read reversals and my type of shuffling to, they just fly out. And when it resonates to read reversals, I absolutely do. But not tonight. So we have the Seven of Wands here. So Virgo, you could be feeling like really determined. You could be feeling like you're in this alone and you're resisting the connection, or you're fighting against the connection, or perhaps you're fighting with other people about this connection. Maybe you're not feeling very supported in this connection. Okay, so what are some clarifiers that we have for Virgo? More strong water energy. So Taurus had some pretty strong water energy. We have the Ace of Cups, so a new beginning in love. What's another card, Spirit? Another card, Spirit. Or clarify the Seven of Wands here for Virgo, Spirit. Virgo twin flames. Ooh, we have some earth energy here, King of Pentacles. This could be your energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with this water energy, but we have your energy coming out. This also, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the Seven of Wands. You could have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart, or your partner could. What's one more card? We have the World. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Virgo, I'm really sensing that there may be some self-worth issues that you may be coming against right now, and that's not uncommon for twin flames. There's something that you're resisting about this connection, almost in a sense that you don't perhaps feel like you deserve this connection, or you're feeling like the connection, the depth of emotion that you're having, perhaps feeling like you like this connection, it may perhaps be something that really completes you. There's something about that, both of these things, that is like, this is too good to be true. You're smack dab in the middle with King of Pentacles. So, give me a second. This is interesting. I'm really feeling like you're not wanting to be, you or your partner is not wanting to be, I really do feel like this is your energy here, the King of Pentacles, Virgo. You're not wanting to be distracted by this strong of a connection, so you might be resisting it a little bit. Now, I heard that you may not really know that you're resisting it, but if you tap in and you get quiet and you really look at perhaps what you're doing and what you're saying in the connection or to your divine partner about how you're feeling, there's something about not wanting to be completely vulnerable, like really wanting to be in control, because that's how you feel most comfortable, that's how you feel. You want to feel grounded. You're the King of Pentacles. You want to know exactly what value this relationship plays in your life. You want to know already what this is in the material world, or what this is going to be. And perhaps, since that's not completely clear to you, it could be making you feel really, really unsafe, and that you have to resist the connection. You might, be telling yourself like, no, I'm not resisting the connection, but think about the things that you're doing and saying to your partner when you start to feel this very deep, like, sense of love, and when you start to feel like, oh, this is it, like, this is my person, like, this person really completes me. Think about those times where you feel that and what you do in order to deal with that. I'm getting the sense that you might not be totally willing to allow for this connection to happen. That's what I'm feeling. I'm really feeling that you want to be in this King of Pentacles. You want to have your stability and you want to stay in your power, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Virgos, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you, but I do see that you're putting up walls, perhaps where you're not really meaning to. These are just really the messages that I'm getting that are coming through actually pretty clear. So why is the Ace of Cups here? We have winter. Okay, so something happens when you start to have this new sense of hope. It's not natural or normal for you to have such deep feelings for somebody. It could make you feel kind of a bit out of control, and I don't really think that this is winter, like the season. I do really feel, or like maybe you met in the winter, maybe this is a time, this past season, this is when you started really realizing the depth of love and feeling like this was a little bit out of control or out of your nature. But I really do feel like the feeling of this Ace of Cups, like feeling just this overflowing love feeling, can make you feel frozen. It can make you feel like it's like what's the saying in psychology, like, anytime you come up against a strong feeling, it's like fight, flight, or freeze. So when you come up with this depth of emotion, you actually freeze, and you're like, wait a minute, and you put up a wall, and you resist it in a way. So what is this? What is this King of Pentacles here for, Spirit? What is this King of Pentacles here for Virgo twin flames? So you want to be able to offer something really solid. That is, maybe you're not in a place to do that. Maybe you're trying to get in your King of Pentacles energy. Maybe what's stopping you and what's resisting you is the fact that you're not in that place yet. And this could be vice versa too, okay? I didn't say that before. And also I'm looking at the shared energy between you, something that you two have in common. So it's something like perhaps both of you are feeling really scared by the connection. Perhaps the water sign that you're dealing with is really scaring you. And one or both of you is having a difficult time seeing what value you can offer. And like I said, I think it's about a self-worth thing. Thinking that things are too good to be true. Thinking about, like, how you don't have enough. Like, I just want to say that you're enough. You are enough. And sure, we all want to be better and in a better place. Keep on doing that, of course. But when it comes to your twin, they're going to understand. Not saying that bypass all of that and just be with your twin. I'm not saying that at all. But I just wanted to tell you, Virgo, that you're enough. That was a message from Spirit. So why is the world here? We have bound. Okay, so we have this frozen feeling when we have the Ace of Cups. And then we have a bound energy when clarifying the World card, which, is really, really clarifying that there's this almost skepticism that you hold, and that's creating this kind of resistance to the connection, that thinking of one person, really, you could have really been hurt in the past, Virgo. Thinking that one person can hold, can be your world, can really complete you. One person really can offer you everything. Something about that is makes you feel maybe imprisoned or bound, or like it's not possible. Like, that's actually just like a mentality that you hold, like a false belief that you hold. Something about just really not feeling comfortable with this idea of your twin really holding all of the happiness, right? Wow. Okay, so Virgo, what are some messages from your divine partner? We have, I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Okay, so one or both of you can really be feeling the consequences of this type of resistance, of this type of of these walls that you're putting up, or that your partner is putting up. Maybe you're just pushing. Maybe your partner is pushing you away, or you are pushing your partner away, and there's really, you're really feeling the consequences of that. What's another message from Virgo's twin flame? Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. Wow. What's another message for, two flew out. Would you reject me? Oh, wow, exactly. I'm more affected than you know. Exactly. So, one or both of you is really having a hard time facing the truth of this connection, even though there's like a depth of love, feelings that you have for the other. There's definitely somebody really trying to build up their self-worth, and no doubt about it that they're affected, and it's like we have to, there's nothing that we can control about this connection other than ourselves, and continuing to do our work and continuing to surrender, which means not only letting go of the outcomes of wanting to be with our person and what that life might look like in the material world, but also completely giving in to the connection. And this is really what I see here, that your partner, one or both of you, is struggling with completely giving in and believing in the partnership. So even if it's like the opposite way of, it's like the opposite direction of releasing outcomes. It's like completely giving in and saying like, oh, this is such a divine union that of course the natural goal for if all was beautiful and perfect in the world was to be together. There's something about the thought of that, of completely giving in and being like, this is my person, this is the person that, if the world was a perfect place, that we would be together, but still you're resisting that. I hope this makes sense. I hope this resonates for somebody. So surrendering and letting go of outcomes is also means completely giving in to what the potential of this connection could be, and not being afraid of that. And I'm just getting the message that perhaps one or both of you had it's very likely you had tumultuous upbringings, but maybe you saw relationships that really, people gave up on them too quickly and didn't have enough hope to see them through, and really kind of resisted this. It really didn't believe in love, okay? That's what I'm really seeing, is that whoever is this in the Seven of Wands energy is like having a hard time believing in love, okay? So letting go is completely also like giving in. I hope that resonates. I really do. Once you realize that a part of letting go is completely giving into the connection, you're going to have a lot easier of a time in this. And also just being grateful. So letting go and being, or giving in and just being like, wow, thank you so much, universe, for giving this to me, for blessing me with bringing my twin to me in the material world so I can learn my lessons. Like, it's the most beautiful gift when you give in, when you decide to give in. And it's not necessarily outcome focused, because you're just completely giving into it and saying whatever, you're opening yourself up to learning lessons, and the focus of it is learning these lessons and not necessarily the outcome. If you have any questions about this, I know it's like a paradox, and it's like weird it's like hard to get your head around it, but it doesn't really matter. It's all about energy anyway. Sometimes it's hard to put words to energy and spirit. Okay, so we have Capricorn. Capricorn, what is, or Spirit, what is the overall energy for Capricorn twins here? What's connecting them? Oh, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so we have rejoice and celebration. This could also be a third party. I'm not going to say that it's not either of these things. There's so many situations out there for Capricorn, and I just have to pull clarity to see what it might be. So, more cups energy So I'm sorry, more water energy. So you could have water in your chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or your partner. Okay, now we have your card. We have the Devil. We have the Four of Swords. We have air energy here. Something just fell out. I'm going to put it back. I dropped it more or less. And we have the Ten of Swords. So we have more sword energy here. Ooh, okay. I'm definitely getting third party. Because we have the Devil here, and we have, so the Devil to me could represent a third party in that we have we have a partnership here, but it's being united by a third party, and it's a Devil energy, so it's a low vibrational energy, and that could be anything. That could be another person, that could be any type of addiction, or just something that is keeping the connection from thriving, or from kind of being in its full potential, or going in the opposite way, going in a more divine, sacred direction. More so, it is being pulled down or bound by this low vibrational energy. And so, however, that's a lot of words, but it's like, however you want to interpret that, we have 3 here, which is, so we have 3 here, and we have, 1, 2, 3 here. So 3 is a crowd, and that's why I really do feel like either you're the third party Capricorn, or you have options. You have 2 that you're trying to pick from, more or less, and it's, whatever the case, it's not fun being a third party at all, and it is, I can imagine it's also difficult trying to choose between 2 people, one perhaps your karmic and one perhaps your divine partner. You don't want to let anybody down. You don't want to disappoint people. You don't want to, fail, for lack of better words, on delivering on your commitments and other people's expectations of you. So whatever that is, you're having to rest and rejuvenate, and you're really needing to end a cycle. It's like you're just kind of done with feeling defeated about this third party situation here. This is pretty clear. I want to clarify with Mystic Moon. So what is this Devil energy here? We have separation. So you really could be feeling that you could be in separation. Perhaps if you're the third party, you walked away. You decided to unbind yourself, to disconnect from this triad. Whatever perhaps it was, is that it probably felt really good at one time to be involved in this. Perhaps it was really exciting how it started, but now it has led to disappointment and heartbreak. And I just actually want to say that I'm really, my heart goes out to you. I've been in this tricky situation before. I decided to step away from a third party situation, and it was one of the best things I've ever done, ever in life, was to free myself from that situation. So somebody walked away, and now there's separation, but there's still these low vibrational energies that people are dealing with. And so what both of you are needing really is to rest and rejuvenate. So why is this 4 of Swords here? Understanding. Beautiful. So people are really coming into to understanding what has happened in this connection as far as this third party situation. People are getting really clear about what it is now that they might want and not want. They're still going through the process. I'm really feeling that all of you are still going through this process and going through the pains of separation, and both of you in this twin flame dynamic, though, like during this time where you're going inside, perhaps you're meditating, perhaps you're just getting really quiet, maybe you're going to church and you're reconnecting with spirit there, you're connecting with source, you're connecting with the divine, you're connecting with God, whoever you call God, by whatever name God goes by for you, and this is where you're getting really clear and you're starting to really understand the purpose of this relationship, the purpose of this connection, and why all of this is happening. And that's such a positive place to be. And you're also realizing that you could be just done. You're never going to go back. You're never going to go back to this situation. Perhaps you've done it a couple times. Maybe you went back and forth. And the Ten of Swords, I find it like, of course, it's a tough energy, but it's something that needs to happen. So why is the Ten of Swords here? Wow. Okay. We have more Devil energy. We have more bound energy here, more Capricorn energy, because the Devil is Capricorn energy. This is tough. This is really tough. I really feel for you. It's really important for you to take this time to go within, to explore where these codependent tendencies, these tendencies that you have to bind yourself to something external that gives you almost this false and low vibrational sense of love and satisfaction, and really figure out where this all started and start to unstick yourself and really examine the things in your life that you are choosing before yourself. And I don't mean for this to be triggering at all. One of my parents really struggled with addiction when I was younger, so it has taken me many years in therapy and doing my shadow work and meeting my twin, actually, to really, meeting my twin took my codependency. My twin took my codependency and slapped me in the face with it hard. Obviously, figuratively. But it has been the best thing for me. So Capricorn, you're being faced with some tough challenges, but really opportunities here to really face some things. And I really do feel like you're going to face these things, because this is a 10. This is like you're really getting to the end and wanting these feelings to be over. You're not dead yet, but it's going to be really important for you to get clear. So why is bound here? Beautiful. Amazing. We have healing and we have reinvention. You have an opportunity here to heal. Your twin, by whatever this third-party situation is, by having you into this situation and needing to separate, has really been teaching you something about yourself. You're coming into an understanding about, you're really realizing the pain that your codependency has caused you. And this could be both of you. I'm just saying you because you're listening right now. You're really starting to feel the consequences of everything that has happened in your life, all of the trauma. And I really do feel like there has been some shit that's happened to you in your past, but there is like nowhere else to go but up. So this healing energy is this Four of Swords. And out of this healing, when you start really looking at it, you're going to be a different person. I really do feel like both of you are going to be a different person at the end of this, and in a really good way too. So I'm going to pull some messages from your person right now. What is Capricorn's twin wanting to express to them that they're not able to at this time? Your words linger in my mind. Okay, so this Ten of Swords energy really could be that you told them off, or you said something that was really tough for them to hear, and they're thinking about it for sure. Another message from Capricorn Twin Flames. Wow, we will be together again. Oh, they really miss you, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. I got spooked. Interesting. So, whatever that has gone on, there's somebody backed away. Somebody maybe read the situation out loud and proud and said, I can't be the third party anymore. I can't continue to be in this energy. Like, love me, or we gotta, like, pick me, or we can't go on. I do feel like your partner, Capricorn, is bound, and you're bound to, and codependency is often misconstrued with just dependency. So codependency, when I talk about codependency in any third party, is that codependency, when somebody is codependent, it's that they need to be needed. Okay? So if you're codependent, that means that it fills your cup. It satisfies you to be needed by somebody else. So if your partner, if your divine partner is with somebody else, but you're choosing to be with them, it's the codependency is that you somehow are fulfilled because your divine partner who's with somebody else is really needing you to make them happy. And you love being that person. They're not happy with their karmic partner, probably. I don't know. I don't know if they're with a karmic. I don't know. But whatever the situation is, whether they're with somebody or not, they really do need you. Do you want somebody to need you? That is the question. You want somebody to, and this is what I've gotten really clear about, and it's not about me, but this is what I've gotten really clear about on my journey. It's that I don't want anybody to need me. I want somebody to want to create a life with me, build a life with me, be my partner. 50-50. We need each other in the sense that we have to be together in order to build our empire, to build this amazing, beautiful life. In that sense, you might need somebody to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, to make these dreams come true. But you don't need, or it might feel like you do, but you don't need anybody to need you because they're just not happy and they need their cup to be filled. And your cup is being filled because you're filling their cup. Because this is low vibrational, because what if one or either of you goes away? Maybe just for the day. Maybe you want to go and hang out with your friends, right? Or they want to go and hang out with their friends. What happens on that day when you're so in each other's, space all the time and filling each other's cup? What happens when that other person isn't around? The cup is empty. And you're just back to those feelings of emptiness, and you're needing that person to come back. I know I'm really getting into this. Spirit wants me to talk about this. I have been through a lot regarding codependency and seeing loved ones in very dark places with drugs, and seeing my family kind of try and adapt around that. And a lot of my family members, women especially, become codependent. So Spirit wants me to talk about this. So I'm not surprised that these cards came out, and Spirit often gives me these cards in order for me to talk about this, because, that's why the divine even put me on this path anyway. So I hope this resonated. I don't claim to be an expert or, psychologist. I'm not trying to psychoanalyze. I'm just giving, an overview of codependency and what might be happening in the energy that I see in these readings. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that these messages resonate. Please like, subscribe, comment, reach out for a personal reading. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.